One legend is that the Isle of Man is the site of the castle of the Holy Grail, where King Arthur was crowned and Queen Guinevere buried. One thing is sure, Peel Castle is a testament to the island's tumultuous history. It's been a monastic retreat, a fortress, and home to a Viking king. Neolithic, Bronze Age, Celtic and Viking remains have been excavated in recent years. The Isle of Man is also the site of a remarkable circle of stones, placed here by an ancient tribe who came to the island from France and Spain some 5,000 years ago. They were named Picts or Painted Men, and are considered the first civilized people of the Western world. Their burial ground is unusual, mainly because their dead were not actually buried, they were cremated, and their ashes were buried in a round barrow. Nearby in Odin's Raven Museum, you might be lucky enough to encounter a guide by the name of George Cowley. He can certainly give the lowdown on the island's history.
Now I wear the horns, and some people say the Vikings didn't wear the horns. Well, my reply to that is, if you can prove to me that they didn't wear it, I'll listen. But I go back to the Celts, when the Celts should be in the Isle of Man, and they intermarried with the Vikings, and you used to get the Druids, and the hierarchy, the kings and queens. I always think they wore horns to distinguish themselves from the ordinary sort of people.
Horns or no horns, Scandinavia has definitely contributed to the island's way of life. Consider the political system.
The Isle of Man never has been a member or part of the United Kingdom. The Scandinavian system of government came to the island with the Vikings when they arrived here, and their system really was an open-air assembly. On July the 5th we have a formal Tynwald sitting, and that starts off with a church service, a procession to Tynwald Hill. The lawmakers, in fact, appear in front of the people and announce the laws that the people will be subjected to.
Number 3, Bala-Cusnahan Homes Act, which provides for the future administration of the Ann Thomas Charitable Trust.
Slatis Tyan Kemerk Valja Cosnahan. Ta Karel son Stura, Trest Gastelach, Ann Thomas.
Laws are announced to the people both in Manx and in English, and then we return to the church and conclude the formal part of the ceremony.
Surrounded by the Irish Sea, the Isle of Man is a treasure for seafood lovers, and smoked specialties should definitely not be missed.
Those herrings were landed just 5 hours ago on the breakwater here in Peel. Here in the Isle of Man, the boats are just outside the harbour, more or less, on the fishing grounds. They're actually back in the harbour, back in port, sometimes within an hour and a half or 2 hours with herrings. And that's what makes the quality so fantastic. Every day I eat kippers. Love them straight off the hooks, warm and like that. My diet is kippers and honey, and that's what keeps me fit. It's beautiful.
The Isle of Man is renowned for cuisine, scenery, and heritage. This is Lady Isabella, the largest working water wheel in the world. Queen Elizabeth I in 1597 gave the island this one-fingered clock. It still keeps perfect time from the walls of medieval Castle Rushen. The distinctive island flag incorporates the 3 legs of man, originally a symbol of the sun, the seat of power and life. Associated with Sicily in ancient times, it's a mystery how this pagan sign came to the island. Its motto means, "Whichever way you throw me, I shall stand." No wonder the love of folklore is vital to the Manx heritage. It's alive and well, and living, among other places, under the ferry bridge on the road to Castletown. As you cross the bridge, not to acknowledge the little people, or themselves, as the Manx call them, is to risk bad luck. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.